Doesn't show whether it is streaming or not. कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषं गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशम् अक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वादात्मजं वानरयूतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमद राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीद् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीयगुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम्। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। It doesn't look like Sri Lanka had a fire brigade. They were too confident about themselves that they never thought anybody would do any damage to that mighty kingdom. And especially Ravana was so proud that nobody can do anything to my kingdom. I am the complete ruler, and it is impossible for anybody to cause problem to my own land. This overconfidence and pride, as Gurudev would say, pride goeth before a fall. Pride can go only before he encounters a fall. So here, Hanumanji was set to fire. His wall was set to fire, and knowing pretty well he is causing great damage to Lanka, his main intent, even though he is complete, of seeing Sita and giving the signia of Sri Rama to her, and having done all that, having conveyed the message of Bhagavan to her, as well as her message to Sri Rama. He thought it will be appropriate for him to do something more of twofold. One, to find out the strength of the army of Ravana. Second is to inform Ravana that what damage would be if he further continues on his wrong doings. So here in the verse number 28, we start in the Sundarakanda, canto number 54. Vajravidruma Vaidurya.
Sorry, 28.
27, sorry.
Oh,
Vajravidruma Vaidurya.
Oh, so sorry. It says something else, Swamiji. Hari Om Swapna, can you please chant? And I don't want to take up the time.
Okay. Vajravidruma Vaidurya.
Muktara Jata Samhatan.
Muktara Jata Samhatan.
Vichitran Bhavanadhatun.
Vichitran Bhavanadhatun.
Syandamananda Darshasaha.
Yandamananda Darshasaha.
Nagnistu Tripyadi Kashtanam.
Nagnistrupyati Kashtanam.
Trunanam cha isa tada yata tata.
Trunanam cha yatha tadha.
Anumam rakshasendranam.
Anuman Rakshasendranam.
Pade kinchinna tripyati.
Vadhe kinchinna trupyati.
Nahanu madvishastanam.
Nahunu madvishasthanam.
Rakshasanam vasundara.
Rakshasanam vasundhara.
Anumata vegavata.
Hanumata vegavata.
Vanarena mahatmana.
Vanarena mahatmana.
Lankapuram pradagdam tad.
Lankapuram pradagdham tad.
Rudrena tripuram yata.
Rudrena tripuram yadha.
The place was no doubt Lankapuri, filled with great precious things. Vajra, that is diamond. Vaidurya, corals. And then Vaidurya, Vidruma. Vaidurya is the diamonds. Vidruma is coral. Vaidurya is the color that is looking like the cat's eye. Those precious things. Mukta, that is Mukta is the pearls. Rajata Samhatan, with silver. All of them, Vijitran Bhavanad Dhatun Syandamana. They become liquid actually. And various other metals also, because of the heat that is created by Hanuman, they started to flow out of the houses. Bhavanad Dhatun Syandamanan Dadarshasah. He started to see that. And that fire, it is so intense. Agnihi Kashtanam Nat Tripyati. And also that just like the fire does not have any more compassion towards the wood which it burns. Once it starts to burn the wood, does it have poor wood, it's getting burnt, right? It will not have any compassion over the wood. It will completely burn it. So that way, Agnihi Kashtanam na tripyati yata tata. In the same way, Hanuman Rakshasendranam vade kinchinna tripyati. In killing the Rakshasas, he did not have any kind of contentment. Any amount, go on burning. It's like the fire burns, any amount of food wood you put, it will keep burning. So some people, any amount of food you give, keep on eating. No intention of stopping in anywhere. Take it home also and eat the same thing. Whenever we have the program, not only they eat, they take when I cannot see Hari Om behind that whole set of Hari Om. Boxes and boxes and boxes. So, just like, fire does not get any kind of contentment in the same way. And Vasundhara api na hanumat vishasthanam rakshasanam tripyati. Even the Vasundhara, the earth is not content with the amount of piling up of dead bodies. Not at all. She is also saying, come on, give more, give more, give more. Hanumata Begavata Vanarena Mahatmana. Hanumata by Hanuman. Begavata Hanumata. By the Hanuman who is of the extreme speed. Vanarena Mahatmana. Lankapuram Tat Pratagdham. Lankapuram is neutral. Lankapuri is feminine. We should understand that. We just say Lanka, it is feminine. Lankapuram also you can say. Puri also you can say. Puram when you say it's neuter, Puri is feminine. Lankapuram Pradagdam. Rudrena Tripuram Yata. Like that of the 3 regions were burned down by Bhagavan Shiva. It is said that Bhagavan Shiva is known as Tripurari. Why Tripurari? Tripuram Arati is Tripurari. So the one who burns the 3 cities, one is made of gold, another is made of silver, another is made of iron. It is said that 3 Rakshasa, one Rakshasa was ruling all the 3 worlds, and the 3 worlds were burned down by Bhagavan Shiva, and therefore he is known as Tripurari. Now, another beautiful philosophical dimension of that is Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Ityadi, Tripuram. So, these 3 levels of consciousness is burned down in Samadhi. And this way Bhagavan Shiva wears the 3 Tripundarikam. And that also means he has burned the 3 gunas also. 3 gunas also considered as 3 levels of consciousness or 3 means of expression of consciousness. We are Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic. And these 3 also considered as the 3 worlds or 3 regions which are burnt by Bhagavan Shiva. Therefore, he wears that. So here, thus Hanumanji looked like a person, looked like Bhagavan Shiva who burned all the 3 regions of living. Tadassa Sankapuravartatagre.
Tatassa Lankapurapar. Tatassa Lankapuraparvatagne.
Samuttito Bhima Parakramognihi.
Samuttito Bhima Parakramognihi.
Prasarya Chudavalayam Pradiptaha.
Prasarya Chudavalayam Pradiptaha.
Hanumata Vegavato
Hanumata Vegavatopassrishtaha.
Yuganta Kalanalatulya Rupaha.
Yuganta Kalanalatulya Rupaha.
Samaruto Gnihi Samaruto Gnir Bavrate Divasprake.
Samarutognirvavrudhe divaspruk.
Viduma Rashmir Bhavaneshu Raktaha Saktaha.
विधूमरश्मिर्भवनेषु सक्तः
रक्षशरो राज्य समर्पितार्चिः
रक्षशरीराज्यसमर्पितार्चिः
आदित्यकोटिसदृशः सुतेजा
आदित्यकोटिसदृशः सुतेजा
लङ्कां समस्तां परिवार्य तिष्ठन्
लङ्कां समस्तां परिवार्य तिष्ठन्
शब्दैरनेकैरं शनिप्ररूढैः
शब्दै
हा,
शब्दैरनेकैरशनि प्ररूढैः
बिन्दन्निवाण्डं प्रबभौ महाग्निः
भिन्दन्निभाण्डं प्रबभौ महाग्निः
तत्राम्बरा तत्राम्बरादग्निरिवा तत्राम्बरादग्निरतिप्रवृद्धो
तत्राम्बरादग्निरतिप्रवृद्धो
रुक्षप्रभः किंशुकः पुष्पचूडः
रूक्षप्रभः किंशुकः पुष्पचूडः
निर्वाणधूमा निर्वाणधूमाकुलरा is it Rajayansha or
राजयश्च
Rajayascha? Okay. निर्वाणधूमाकुलराजयश्च
निर्वाणधूमाकुलराजयश्च
नीलोत्पलाभा
Yeah.
नीलोत्पलाभा प्रचकाशिरेभ्राः
नीलोत्पलाभा प्रचकाशिरेभा रेभ्राः.
Yeah, this printing is the old one which is smudges, no? Because it's not electronic RV. These are the old print, typeset. So there is some places it is ink is more, and Sanskrit letters are so intricate. So sometimes you do not know whether it's a Rashaya or Rajaya. Lankapura Parvata Agre he Tataha Hanumata Vegavata Upasprushtaha. So Hanumata by Hanuman, who is sitting on the Samuttitaha. He was standing there on the top of the mountain Trikuta. Saha Lankapura Parvata Agre, and that very tall mountain, the top of it is standing and watching how many things are getting burned. Bhima Parakrama Agnihi and Samuttitaha. And there he who created such a fire which is Bhima Parakrama Agnihi, and it is so powerful of the like that of Bhima Parakrama. It's a terrible one. Prasarya Chudavalayam. It is spreading there like circles of fire. And Pradiptaha, it is flaming and is burning there. Who created it? Hanuman, Hanumata, Begavata Upasprushtaha, and rising up very fast. Entire Lankapuri is burning, flaming. It is created by him, and now it is looking like Yugantakala Anala Tulya Rupaha. It looked like that of that fire which is going to burn at the end of the Yuga. It is said that there are only two possibilities by which the earth can be consumed, water or fire. Water will deluge the entire place when all the various, icebergs or ice mountains are getting burned because of the ecological disturbance we created successfully. All the glaciers will start to melt, water will rise up, and now you see that already everywhere you can see things are showing the trend that water is rising up in its level which means what? The land will be consumed by water more slowly. All the cities that are there near the water are going to disappear, including Los Angeles, Bombay, New York. All the big cities, if you see, are all closer to the water. Another thing that they are saying is the amount of population and buildings that are there in such big cities are so high, Earth cannot bear it anymore, because in a smaller area, maximum number of people, right? Maximum number of people are there in the smallest area of dwelling. So obviously the earth cannot take any more. It will start to collapse. So when it collapses, water will come in. So this is one possibility. The second possibility is fire burning. Fire burning because of the the removal of the atmospherical layer. The sun's heat is heating up more and more. Nowadays, 100 plus are nothing. 100 is common everywhere. And where earlier it was 100 is 110, 120. Unbelievable amount of heat is coming up because of the layers of atmospheric layers are thinning down. So fire will burn and completely destroy. So both ways, either the water will completely deluge it or the fire will completely burn it. Here it is said, Yukanta Kala Anala Tulya Rupaha, equal to that of the fire that will burn up the entire creation. Samaruto Agnihi Bavrute, Samaruta, along with Maruta, along with the wind that is flowing there, Agnihi Vavrute, it started to grow more and more, touching the space, touching the sky, Divaspruk. Divam Sprushati, the Divaspruk, that which is touching even the highest part of the sky. Vidum Rashmi Bhavaneshu Saktaha, and the smoke that is coming out of Rashmihi, of the Rashmi Bhavaneshu and Viduma Rashmi, and this very smoke that is clouding up Saktaha, Bhavaneyushu Saktaha, in all the various palaces are all covered by the smoke, and that is Raksha Sharira Ajya Sama Arpita Archihi. Wow, what a compound there. Archihi, the flames in which the ghee of the bodies of the Rakshasas are offered. They are all fat indeed. Lot of fat they are in their body. And that fat is getting burnt into the fire, like that of fire can be made more powerful by offering ajyam, ghee. So the bodies of the Rakshasas are considered like the ajya given. Raksha Sharira Ajya Samarpita Archi. Raksha Sharira Ajyavat Samarpita Archi. So that way. And Aditya Koti Sadrishaha Suteja Lankam Samastam Parivaryatishtan. Hanuman, who is standing there, who is looking like Aditya Koti Sadrishaha. Suteja, one who has the brilliance of that, and crores of suns. Samastam Parivaryatishtan, completely enveloping entire that. Shabdaihi Anekaihi Amsha Sanekaihi Shani Ashani Prarudaihi Bindan Iva Andam. Another big compound there. Andam is this entire creation, universe is to be taken as a whole egg, so to say. It's like Brahmanda. And when it is broken up completely. So when it is broken, and what a sound it will create. The entire creation is broken into pieces. So at that Shabdaihi Anekaihi Amshani Prabhudaihi, and that is completely breaking up, and what kind of a thunder or sound that will create. In the same way, Bindaniva, broken as though, Andam Bindaniva. Prabhubau Mahagni, the fire that is there, is making that kind of a sound as if it is in Brahmanda, it is broken up. Tatra Ambarat Agnihi Adipravruddha. From there, from that very Ambarat, from that very space where the Agnihi, which is growing up, and Ruksha Prabha, it is so splendorous there. Kimshuka Pushpachudaha, and Ruksha Prabha Kimshuka Pushpachudaha, like that of the crown of the Kimshuka flower. Nirvana Dhumakula Rajayascha, and also the smoke that had no fire at all. Nirvana means without the fire. Dhuma Akula Rajaya, the entire huge cloud that is rising up there out of that fire, look like Neela Utpala Abaha. It is looking like the shining like that of the blue lotus, dark blue lotus, which is in dark in color and bluish dark in color. In the same way, the cloud that is rising up out of that fire, Prachakashire, it started to shine there. Abraha, all the clouds of smoke that is rising up there look like that of the blue lotus there. These are all beautiful similes that are presented by Valmiki ji here. Vajri Mahendra Stridasheshwaro va.
Vajri Mahendra Stridasheshwaro va.
Sakshatyamo va Varuno Nilo va.
Sakshad Yamo va Varuno Nilo va.
Raudrogni Arko Dhanadascha Sobo.
Raudrognirarko Dhanadascha Somo.
Navanaroyam Swayameva Kalaha.
Navanaroyam Swayameva Kalaha.
Kim Brahmana Sarva Pitamahasya.
Kim Brahmana Sarva Pitamahasya.
Lokasya Daduschaturananasya.
Lokasya Dhatuschaturananasya.
Iha Gato Vanararupadari.
Ihagato Vanararupadhari.
Rakshopasamharakara Prakopaha.
Rakshopasamharakara Prakopaha.
Kim Vaishnavam Va Kavirupametya.
Kim Vaishnavam va Kapirupametya.
Raksho Vinashaya Param Sutejaha.
Raksho Vinashaya Param Sutejaha.
Achintyam Avyaktam Anantamekam.
Achintyam Avyaktam Anantamekam.
Swamayaya Sampratamagatam Va.
Swamayaya Sampratamaagatam va.
Ityeva Mochur Pahavi Vishishtaha. Bahavo Vishishtaha.
Ityeva muchurbahavo Vishishtaha.
Raksho Ganastatra Samitya Sarve.
Raksho ganastatra sametya sarve.
Saprani Sangham Sagriham Savriksham.
Saprani sangham sagriham savriksham.
Dagdam Purim Tam Sahasa Samikshya.
Dagdham purim tam sahasa samikshya.
People in general in Lankapuri could not comprehend who it could be, this one who had started to destroy the entire Lanka. Because they did not know much about the Rama or the Vanara who is nothing but the Duta. Only Ravana and his closer associates know. Others did not have any clue about it. So they have always expected calamity in Lanka because of Ravana's pride and ego, and he also conquered every place without any rhyme or reason. And also, he is not going to be destroyed by anybody else because he had got the boon that Devatas cannot kill, natural calamities cannot kill me. I will not be ever killed by any weapons, and all these kind of various boons that he has got, because of which he was so proud. And here, therefore, they understood that it is a monkey which has come, because he had the arrogance to say that I don't care, about fighting with animals or human beings, because I can win them. So he was so proud about that, because of which they thought that now the Devatas have come in the form of animal. Therefore, Vajri Mahendra Tridasha Ishvaraha va Sakshat. The Indra who was constantly tormented by Ravana is appearing now as a Vanara there. Vajri, one who is holding the weapon of Vajrayuda, called Vajri. Mahendra, Tridashe Ishvaraha, he is the one who is the leader of the, or chief of the heavens. Sakshat Yamova, or it is Yama himself. Varunahava, is it Varuna? Anilahava, or the Vayu. Raudra Agni Arkaha Danadascha, is it Rudra or Agni fire, or Arkaha sun, or Danadaha Kubera, or Somaha the moon, or not, they understood that it is not actually a monkey. Na Vanaraha ayam. This is not really a monkey. It is only an assumed form. Swayameva Kalaha, or death itself has taken the form now, in the form of this monkey. Or is he Brahma, the one who by mistake gave that boon to him? Now he regretted. I gave out of some kind of a compulsion, I gave a boon to Ravana. Now I am the only one responsible to attenuate that. Therefore I have to come. So, Kim Brahmanaha Sarva Pitamahasya Lokasya, Asya Lokasya Pitamaha. Of this world, he is the Pitamaha. Dadus Chadurananasya. And the Dhatu, an aspect of that Chaduranana, of the four-headed Brahma. Iha Agataha has come here, Vanara Rupadhari, taking the form of a Vanara, Raksha Upasamhara Karaha, Sprakopaha, is so enraged, and wanting to destroy all the Rakshasas have come. Is it so? Or is it Vishnu? Kim Vaishnavam va Kapirupametya, has taken the form of the Kapi, and Raksho Vinashaya Param Suteja, with the supreme power for the sake of destroying all the Rakshasas. Achintyam, who is Vaishnava or Vishnu? Achintyam, Avyaktam, Anantam, Ekam, unthinkable, incomprehensible, usually unmanifest, eternal, Anantam, endless, Ekam, Swamayaya, by his own Maya, Sampratam, at this present moment, Agatam va, he has come here. Iti evam uchuhu bahavaha, Vishishtaha. In this way, they started to converse among themselves. Raksho ganhaha, that all the Rakshasas, they tatra sametya sarve, all of them come together and started to discuss, how do we meet this challenge now, which has come in front of us, and we have lost the entire city, along with Saprani, Sangham, along with all the animals. Sagriham, all the houses. Savriksham, all the trees. Dagdam Purim Tam Sahasa Samikshya. Seeing this city is it really like Gaza, everything is burned down, attacked by the enemies and completely burned. 40,000, 45,000 lives have been completely destroyed. Maximum calamity is created. When they start the war themselves, without knowing the consequence, when it happens, they just never can imagine what kind of a great deluge or great destruction that they have created to themselves. This is called acting without thinking. That is what is going to end in bad self-destruction. Similarly here, Ravana had created one person's mistake, the entire country can forever suffer. One person's mistake. That is all it matters. And who is that person? The king of the country. So be very careful about whom you are putting it as a king. If he makes a mistake, the entire country will destroy. That is a total karma is decided by one single individual's decision. This is what happens in most places. You can see that everywhere around us, every country has that same issue, only the people on the helm of affairs, when they make unintelligent decisions, the common men, common people, citizens, innocent people are all destroyed because of the karma of one person. Tatastu Lanka sahasa pradagda.
Tatastu Lanka sahasa pradagdha.
Sarakshasa sashvarata sanaga.
Sarakshasa sashvaratha sanaga.
Sapakshi sanga samruga savruksha.
Sapakshi sangha samruga savruksha.
Surota dina tumulam sashabdam.
Rurodadina tumulam sashabdam.
Atataha putra kakanta mitra.
Hatataha putraka kantamitra.
Ajiviteshankahatam sapunyam. Supunyam.
Hajiviteshanga hatam supunyam.
Rakshobhinevam bahuda bruvadbihi.
Rakshobhirevam bahudha bruvadbhihi.
Shabdakruto ghoratara subhimaha.
Shabda kruto ghoratara subhimaha.
Dashanajvala samavrutasa.
Hutashana jwala samavrutasa.
Atapravira parivritta yoda.
Hatapravira parivritta yodha.
Anumadakroda bala vibhuta.
Hanumatah krodha balabhibhuta.
Babhuva shapupahate valanka.
Babhuva shapo pahateva lanka.
Sasambramam trasta vishanna rakshasam.
Sasambhramam trasta vishanna rakshasam.
Samujvalan. Again. Samujvalajja lajjavalhutashanankitam.
Samujjvala hutashanankitam.
Samujvalajwalhutashanankitam.
Samujjvala hutashanankitam.
Tadarsha Hanuman Mahatmana.
Dadarsha Lankam Hanuman Mahamana.
Manaha, right? Mahamanaha. Mahatmana nahi. Mahamana. Swayambhu Roshopahatamiva Vivavanim.
Swayambhurosho pahatami vavanim.
Upapahata iva avanim. So Lanka, here feminine, Sahasa Pradagda, along with his being burnt, Tataha, Sarakshasa, along with all its Rakshasas, Sa Ashwa, along with the horses, Rataha, chariots, Lata. So it is said it's not to be, Visarga should not be there because it's all belonging to Lanka. Sarata Lanka, Sa Ashwa Lanka, Sa Naga Lanka. It should be taken away. Sa Naga, the one which is along with all the elephants. Sa Pakshi Sangha, along with all the Pakshis. Samruga, along with all the Mrugas. Savruksha Lanka, along with all the trees. Dina Lanka Ruroda. Lanka Ruroda. The entire city was crying. Sutumulam Sushabdam. That sound is indeed extremely powerful and high sounding volume. Ha ta ta. Because obviously the city does not cry. It is kind of figurative. So here the people in that place were crying, "Oh my father, oh tata, hey, oh putraka, oh my son, oh kanta, oh wife, mitra, friends, ha, jivide shangaha, oh my husband, hatam supunyam, all our merits, whatever we have done are all destroyed in this very burning of the Lanka. Rakshobhihi evam bahuda bruvudbihi shabdaha." This way, the sound that was created by all those Rakshasas who were there, Rashabdaha Kritaha, Gorataraha Subhimaha, indeed, it is terrible and extremely heartbreaking, actually. Because we have not personally had visited a war or a battlefield, we would not know. And therefore, we can only imagine how much of such a calamity and such a destruction with people dying right in front of you. And Huda Ashana Jwala, like the fire that is constantly devouring whatever is given. It's called Hudashana. Ashanam, Hudam Ashanam, Hudam Sarvam Ashnadi, idi Hudashana. Hudam means offered. Sarvam, everything. Ashnati, it eats up, devours. Hudashana, that is Agni. Jwala Samavrita Salanka. Jwala Samavrita, enveloped by the entire fire, Sa Hatapravira, with all her heroes have been destroyed. Parivritta Yoda, and which is all the soldiers were completely losing their leaders, how that situation is so grave. Hanumataha Krodha Valabhibhuta Babuva. Hanuman is still angry about what, is how his own master's wife has been very heinously treated by Ravana, because that anger alone is now causing this much. Hanumataha Krodha Valabhibhuta Babuva Shapa Upahata Iva Lanka Babuva. Lanka became the one which is visited by a big curse. And what is a curse? Hanumataha Krodha. The anger of Hanuman is the Shapa here. So the very curse is none other than the anger of Hanuman, which is now enveloping the entire city of Lanka with so much of fire and burning and killing. Sasambramam trasta vishanna rakshasam. Those very Rakshasas who are completely dismayed, agitated, trasta vishanna, they are despondent, Rakshasam. Samujvala jwala hutashanankitam. So here, and it is also Samujvala Jwala Hudashanankitam, and the fire which is Ujwalam, which is now flaming up, Samujvala Jwala, the flames that are further burning up, Hudashanasya, of that very fire, Ankitam, Lankam Hanuman Dadarsha, Mahamanaha Hanuman, one whose mighty mind, that is what is to end. Mahamanas, manas is neuter. Mahamanaha Hanuman, Hanuman Mahamanaha. Hanuman who has the high mind, the mind which is presently appearing to be very brilliant. Lankam Dadarsha, Swayambuhu, Swayamburosha Upahatam Iva Avanim. That very Lanka looked like that of the final fire that is going to destroy the universe created by the Rudra, the aspect of Bhagavan Shiva. Swayambhu Rosha Upahatam Iva Avanim. Avani is the earth that is Upahatam, destroyed by the angry Rudra. Swayambhu here should be understood as Bhagavan Shiva only. So continuing here. Bhangtva vanam padaparatna sankulam.
Bhangtva vanam padaparatna sankulam.
Atva tu rakshamsi mahanti samyuge.
Hatva tu rakshamsi mahanti samyuge.
Daktva purim tam griharatna malinim.
Dagdhva purim tam griharatna malini.
Tastau hanuman pavanatmajakkabihi.
Tasthau Hanuman pavanatmaja kapihi.
Rakshasanstan subahuncha hatva.
Sarakshasamstan subahumscha hatva.
Vanam cha bhangtva bahupadapam tat.
Vanam cha bhangtva bahupadapam tat.
Visrujya raksho bhavaneshu chagnim.
Visrujya raksho bhavaneshu chagni.
Gama ramam manasa mahatma.
Jagama ramam manasa mahatma.
Tadastutam vanaravira mukhyam.
Tatastu tam vanaravira mukhyam.
Mahabalam marutatulya vegam.
Mahabalam marutatulya vegam.
Mahamadim vayusutam varishtam.
Mahamatim vayusutam varishtham.
Pradushtuvuh devaganascha sarve.
Pratuštuvurdeva ganascha sarve.
Devascha sarve munipungavascha.
Devascha sarve munipungavascha.
Gandharva vidyadharapannagaascha.
Gandharva vidyadhara pannagascha.
Bhutani sarvani mahanti tatra.
Bhutani sarvani mahanti tatra.
Jagmuh param priti matulya rupam.
Jagmuh param pritimatulya rupam.
Vanam bhangtva pataparatna yuktam sankulam. Vanam bhangtva, the best of the trees that were there in that very forest of Lanka, having been destroyed. Hatva cha rakshamsi mahanti sanyuge, and having destroyed many of the Rakshasas in that battle. Daktva purim tam griharatna malinim, having destroyed Lanka, which had the best of the palaces. Griha Ratna Malini. Tastau. Now stood Hanuman there. Hanuman Pavanatmaja Kapihi. So when we look at Bhagavan Sri Hanuman standing there proudly, but at the same time as a humble, simple servant of the Lord. This is the beauty of Hanuman. Even though he had that heroism, destruction, ability to destroy everything, he always thought of it is Bhagavan's grace, Bhagavan's work. So that is something which is so unique about him. That is why he is elevated to the level of Bhagavan, even though he is none other than Bhagavat Sevakaha Eva. Even though the Lord's servant alone, but he is elevated to the level of being a Lord himself. Sa Rakshasantan Subahuncha Hatva, having destroyed so many of them, Rakshasas, Vanamcha Bhangtva Bahupatapam Tat, even destroyed that forest which had many trees. Visrujya Raksho Bhavaneshu Cha Agnim, having thrown the fire into all the palaces one by one. Maha, then Jagamaramam Manasamaha. At the same time, his mind was going towards Rama only. It is Bhagavan's mission. It is his work or his seva I am doing. All these things are to be done. Unfortunately, it cannot be otherwise. Tataha tam Vanarapuri Mukyam Mahabalam Marudutulya Vegam Mahamatim Vayusudam Varishtam. All these are all such beautiful attributes to Bhagavan Hanumanji there. Vanaravira Mukyam tam. He, the one who is the best among the monkeys, Mahabalam, of mighty strength, Marudatulya Vegam, one who has the speed of the wind, Mahamadim, mighty intellect, Vayusudam, son of wind, Varishtam, the best, Pratushtuhu, he becomes so delighted, and looking at him, all the Devaganaha, De Pradushtuhu, Devaganascha Sarve Tam Drishtva, seeing Hanuman about him, they were also full of praise. Devascha Sarve, all the Devatas, Munipungavascha, all the Munis, because Devatas are happy because now their task is getting completed. Here Ravana has to be taught a lesson who has been torturing us for long. And here is a messenger of Sri Rama who has already come here to send him this information that your end is nearby. Munipungava, Gandharva, Vidyadaraha, Pannagaha, all of them, Vidyadaraha, Gandharva, these are all the residents of these heavens. Bhutani Sarvani Mahanti, the great beings of the everywhere, Tatra Jagmuhu, Param, Priti Matulya Rupam Jagmuhu. They all started to praise the glory of Hanumanji. Pritim Atulyavatam Matulya Rupam Pritim Jagmuhu. They had great amount of love for such a mighty Vanara. Bhangtvavanam Maha, Bhangtvavanam, suddenly changed. Bhangtvavanam Maha Teja, Bhangtvavanam.
Hatva Rakshamsi Samyuge.
Bhangtvavanam Maha Teja. No, that is not the tune.
Is it like Kausalya Supraja
Bhangtva.
Rama Swamiji?
Huh?
Bhangtva Vanam Mahateja.
Hatva.
Balam Vanam Mahateja Etva.
Hatva.
Suddenly we all lost a tune. Say we are all lost our tune.
Hatva Rakshamsi Samyuge. दग्ध्वा लङ्कापुरीं भीमां
भङ्क्त्वा
भङ्क्त्वा
वनं महातेजा
भङ्क्त्वा वनं महातेजा
हत्वा रक्षांसि संयुगे
हत्वा रक्षांसि संयुगे
हत्वा लङ्कापुरीं भीमाम्
दग्ध्वा लङ्कापुरीं भीमां
राजसमहाकपिः
रराजसमहाकपिः
गृहात्रयशृङ्गतले विचित्रे
शृङ्गाग्रतले विचित्रे
प्रतिष्ठितो वानरराजसिंहः
प्रतिष्ठितो वानरराजसिंहः
प्रदीप्तलाङ्गूलकृतार्चिमाली
प्रदीप्तलाङ्गूलकृतार्चिमाली
व्यराजतादित्य इवार्चिमाली
व्यराजतादित्य इवार्चिमाली
महातेजा that is Marudihi Mahakapihi Raraja he shone when Mahateja Mahakapihi Mahatejas become Mahateja in the Pradama Vibhakti. Raraja he shone having what? Hatva rakshamsi sanyuge vanam cha bhangtva, having destroyed the forest, having won over all the Rakshasas, Lankapurim Bhimam, Lankapurim cha dagdva, having burned the Lankapurim. And he was standing Grihagra Shungagra Tale Vichitre. It is in the beautiful summit of the huge palace, standing there. Griha Agra, the best of the Agra means the best of the palace, Shrungatale, at the summit, at the top, Vichitre, which is so beautiful, Pradishtitaha Vanara Rajasimha, the lion among the king of the Vanaras, and his very tail was still burning. Pradipta Langula Kridarchi Mali, circle of fire, his tail is like this. And the circle of fire was surrounding him. Standing there with the fire burning, the tail which is getting burned with the fire, it's still fully aflame. Vyarajata, he became, see, was shining, like what? Aditya eva archimali. Like that the sun which is having the circle of light around it. Such a beautiful symbolization there, or simile there. Like the fire, like the sun which is nothing but the ball of fire circled around him, circling around is the rolls, circles of fire. So to Hanuman standing there with his tail burning, encircling him, but not burning him. That is important. Sun is burning everything, but it does not get burned. In the same way, Hanumanji is burning entire thing there, while he is staying there. Lankam samastam again. Lankam samastam sammitya. No.
Lankam samastam.
Lankam samastam sampitya.
Lankam samastam sampidya.
Langulagnim mahakapihi.
Langulagnim mahakapihi.
Nirvapayamasa tada.
Nirvapayamasa tada.
Samudre haripungavaha.
Samudre haripungavaha.
Tato devasa gandharvaha.
Tato devasa gandharvaha.
Siddhascha paramarshayah.
सिद्धाश्च परमर्षयः
दृष्ट्वा लङ्कां प्रदग्धां ताम्
दृष्ट्वा लङ्कां प्रदग्धां ताम्
विस्मयं परमं गताः
विस्मयं परमं गताः
तं दृष्ट्वा वानरश्रेष्ठम्
तं दृष्ट्वा वानरश्रेष्ठम्
हनुमन्तं महाकपिम्
हनूमन्तं महाकपिम्
आलाग्निरिति संचिन्त्य
कालाग्निरिति सञ्चिन्त्य
सर्वभूतानि तत्रसुः
सर्वभूतानि तत्र सुः
समस्तां लङ्कां सम्पीट्य destroying, beating up everything of the Lanka. Langulagnihi, one who has his fire at the tail, Mahakapihi, Nirvapayamasa tada, then slowly he samudre haripungavaha nirvapayamasa. Nirvapaya means extinguishing. Slowly he started to extinguish the fire by putting the tail into the waters of the ocean. And so he had accomplished his task. Tato devaha, sagandarvaha, siddhaha, paramarushayaha, all the denizens of the heavens, all of them, Lankam pradagdam tam drishtva, seeing that burning of Lanka, vismayam paramam gataha, they were so wonderstruck how one single individual, not even human, could burn the entire place very, very intelligently. Vanarashreshtam tam drishtva anumantam, seeing that the best of the monkeys, Mahakapim, Kalagnihi iti sanchitya, he is none other than the fire that is coming at the end of the creation. Sarvabhutani tatra suhu, while devatas were delighted about seeing the end of Ravana almost coming there, while others who were not aware of this, they thought that it is the end of the creation that is coming up. In this way, they became so afraid. What will be the next situation? What is going to happen? Everywhere there is burning. So they were all quite afraid of the consequences. Now, interesting thing. What is going on in the mind of Hanuman? Aganita
guna gana bhushana Rama Asrita vatsala jaya jaya Rama Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama Apat Bandhava jaya jaya Rama Dasarata Nandana Sri Rama Dasamukha Mardana jaya jaya Rama Kausalya Sutavardhana Rama Kamita Palada Jaya Jaya Rama Papa Vimochana Sri Rama Pattabhirama Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Vallabha Sita Rama Jaya Raghurama Jaya Siya Rama Vanara Sevita Sri Rama Varidhi Vandana Jaya Jaya Rama Hanumat Pujita Sita Rama Sri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama Patita Pavana Sita Rama Sri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Siyavara Ramachandra ki jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman ki jai Umapati Mahadeva ki jai Bolo Bhai Sab Santani ki jai Sadgurunatha Maharaj ki jai.